There's some beautiful ladies in here. Give yourself a hand. Some beautiful ladies up in here, okay? Y'all working? I hope so. Oh, man, that stuff is bad. Now, we got, first let me welcome y'all to TV Lounge, to a hot, debatable show this evening. We have the Relationship Roundtable Discussion. We're going to be talking about some of everything tonight, so, you know, I hope I don't cause nobody get no divorce tonight, okay, or breakups. Let's start with some introduction, starting to my right with the ladies.
I'm Jana. Nice to see everybody out here.
Hey y'all, I'm Meek White. And make sure y'all come every Wednesday at TV Lounge. We have a happy hour special. Just wanted to get that plug real quick.
Now let's start over here to the left.
How everybody doing? I don't know if my mic is on. Don't sound like it. It is now.
There we go.
All right. My name is Carl. Good to meet everyone. To those who I don't know, and welcome here. What you want? I was supposed to say some more.
Nah, man.
Oh,
shout
right.
out to Carl. Everybody, my name is Ray. King Ray is what they call me.
Who was that?
We got a screen. We got famous people up here. Okay?
Oh. Oh.
And look, I'm your host and your moderator, Kelly from Kelly's Kitchen. And again, thank you for making it out. And I think we should just go ahead and jump into this, you know, this relationship thing. You know,
Get it started.
I think we're gonna go ahead and let what you want to talk about? You want to talk about the cheating, the loyalty, the trust?
Right to it, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, right to it.
Well, let's start off right here first, though. We're gonna have a lot of adult conversation. Is everybody grown?
I hope so. No hands.
If you ain't grown, you gotta go right now.
There may be a few fucks and shits and some conversations about sex. So I just wanted to get that out the way.
Hey, do we need a word like when it's getting out of hand, like a safe word?
Whoa!
I think my voice is deep enough to shut that down.
Pineapples, y'all out of
Pineapples.
control. Everybody who said pineapples is childish. We'll do
It's
pineapples.
too much for you, right?
Childish.
So you know, right now, I want to know from the ladies, you know, what's really bugging y'all right now about the state of relationships today?
Oh, I don't know. You wanna go? You wanna start off on that?
I
Okay.
can start.
All right.
Okay, now I have experienced where men are so insecure of a woman being strong, have her own. They want you to be able to depend on them. So that was my main issue.
I agree with that. I had a situation with a guy, and because I am independent and I do have a lot of stuff, he would rather stay in a situation with somebody that needed him, you know, financially, and I'm just not that chick.
Exactly.
You know, can't
Gotta be able to
handle
hold
that.
your
I would
own.
like to go on the record and say that real men don't actually have those issues.
Is that what it was? 'Cause he wasn't a real guy?
That's it?
Okay, well, my question is, okay, the difference between having to take care of a woman and feel like you are a man and that you are needed, and then having somebody that I feel like when you're in a relationship, it should be an equal situation.
Equal.
I go to work.
Equal.
I pay bills just like you do.
Okay.
So
Now here's the situation about equal.
Yeah, because I want to know what does
So do
equal
I.
mean?
Okay, so well first we'll go to the man. A woman needs a man, flat out. And
a man needs a woman,
Thank
flat out.
So I hate to bring God in the bar, however, God, man, woman. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that you are mud. It doesn't mean that you will be walked on. It's just an order to how things go.
Okay.
Yes.
I can agree with that.
You can be strong and independent and be submissive to a man. That is
and I
possible.
could agree with that.
And a real man is not intimidated by your accomplishments, how successful you are, and he should feel good about being a man because he's a man.
So what's going on right now with the gentleman then?
Well, dudes are gay.
That is sad.
Unfortunately, in today's society, especially in the African American society, there's a problem right now where the father figure isn't necessarily there. So, how to be a man isn't necessarily being shown. So there are insecurities and issues like that. However, in the African American community, the African American female has a tendency to being unnecessarily confrontational.
No, wait. Let me say this real
Here
quick.
we go right here.
Listen. Let me say this. If you know me and you follow me on Facebook, I am like famous for putting up shit about relationships and things like that. If you know me, and I did a poll. I did a Facebook poll, and I said, "What is up with guys right now needing to feel the need to take care of a woman, to when I get married, you're not gonna work, you're gonna stay home and raise the kids." And I would say out of maybe 30 people that responded, over half of the men was like, when I get married and I have kids, my wife is gonna be at home. She's not gonna work. I'm not gonna go for that.
What's wrong with that if he can take care of it?
I mean, but I personally, as a woman, as a mother, I could not see myself being at home. I feel like it's so much expected of you when you just an at-home mom. I'm supposed to have the food ready. I'm supposed to do this. And this is things that women do.
Right.
And
What else you doing if you ain't got no job?
But I'm just saying, why do I have to not have a job?
But what happens when it don't work? Then everything, I'm sitting at the house catering to you, and I don't have a life. So then when it's over, what I supposed to do? Start all over? I don't think so. I already have it planned.
The guy who doesn't want his wife to work is probably not the guy that you should marry.
I mean, yeah.
Good answer.
I was just, that's not your dude.
That's the answer.
That's another problem with
But
women.
why is it-
There's
Wait,
a
wait,
lot
wait.
of dudes like that, though.
That's another problem with women. We gonna start another statement. That's not your dude.
But there's a lot of dudes like that, so where the hell do I find my dude?
You can't find a dude.
Oh, here we go. There's another topic.
Oh,
Ray
sure.
thinks that a woman can't find a man. The man chooses the woman. Isn't this what you say?
Yes.
Hold on.
But let's let Carl, cause go ahead, Carl.
And
Go
I'm
ahead.
chiming in on what now?
Chime in on whatever you want, Carl.
You have-
You're a big
You're
boy.
saying, oh right, I'm aware of that, and I understand his perception of that, the finding, and there's a reason for that, and he went by the order. He described the order. So a lot of time, I think that the issue is this here. You know, men were created with an initiative and a purpose and a goal. You know, as leaders, as men. You know, and we're naturally inundated with an ego, and an ego isn't necessarily a bad thing. As a matter of fact, a lot of women appreciate a man with confidence,
We
with
like
an ego.
confidence, yeah.
So, you know, that strong leadership ability in a man, he has a plan, he has a drive, you know what I'm saying? And what are we talking about again?
Oh, Lord, Carl, where you been? Okay,
Shout out
listen.
to
Okay,
you.
wait, hold on.
Say, for
I
an
got it.
example, you're not spiritual, though. What if I don't follow
Okay, no.
Christianity?
Well, we'll see.
What
You may not be into religion, but we're all spirit. So it doesn't matter. It applies across the board.
And pretty much, if you ask
a man has a plan, and he chooses a woman based off of his plan. Now, the choice is what makes the whole thing work. It's when it's out of order that shifts it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If a man don't know what his plan is,
So what's your idea of a lasting relationship?
it
One that
has to be equal yoke.
How?
It has to be equal yoke. It has to apply
Say
to
it again.
purpose.
Say it again.
He said
Every
it last.
decision has to be based off of equal
Equal.
yoke,
When you're in a
Equal.
relationship,
which applies to
equal.
purpose.
I'm
Like
just
for
as
example,
important as you.
for example, if I was let's say that I was born to create a fast food chain. Let's say I was born to create McDonald's. I wouldn't go marry a woman who's a vegetarian. You know, she's gonna conflict that on every. If I got I got the plan. And she's like, wait a minute, you shouldn't be
You're
feeding
not gonna
people
marry
this.
her because
that's
she's a
not-
vegetarian.
You want to
That's
get
not
with
valid.
a woman who is on the same page as your purpose, because she's gonna help that purpose. She's
I see
gonna
what you're
encourage.
saying, but it's not a good. That's not a good analogy.
Okay, all right. Well, skip the analogy, but you get my
I
point.
get what you're saying.
It has to be two people on the same, so that they
Yeah.
join. You know, they complement each other.
I mean, I agree with that. I agree that you have to complement each other and you have to want some of the similar things in life. I get that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be, you could be different. Two people could be individuals, but the purpose of a man, this is why the order he's set up is a man knows, I know who I am, so I'm not going to choose a woman who's not connected to where I know I'm supposed to go, or else it's going to.
So in other words, there's standards.
Hold on, I'm going to cut in for a minute. The problem I have with today is that nobody knows their positions and their roles in a relationship. You know, a woman thinks she could be a man.
What do you mean
know.
by that?
Well, what I mean by that is, for example, let's say if the woman makes more money than the man, okay, and she thinks she could dictate the household, you know, and thinks she could chastise and challenge that man because he's not making as much as
So what is that?
So-
Emasculate?
But
So
what
I
if he's
think-
not handling his
Emasculating
business?
you?
What if he's not handling his business, though? What if the woman is the one who's taking care of the household?
No, I'm saying
Again, that's
still she's-
not a man.
See, I don't have a problem.
So if you lose your job, now
No.
you've been hold on. You said that's not a man. Okay, so just say me and you together, you lose your job 5 years from now, and you only getting unemployment, and I'm taking over the bills. You're not a man?
no, wait,
Not having a job and not taking care of your business is two
It's
different
the same
things.
thing.
No, it's not.
You ain't gonna be able to do the same thing you did with that full-time paid job with that unemployment.
That's
See,
an-
now I
that's an
disagree with
adjustment-
that.
That's
I
an
feel
adjustment in
like
life. That's
when
not
you're in a
not taking care of
partnership,
your business.
if a man loses his job
You hold it
and the
down.
woman has to hold it down, then she just got to hold it
Yes,
down.
But that don't mean you can tell the nigga what to
So
do.
That don't mean that you the boss.
You should be able to tell a woman what to do.
No.
No, it's not
We're all
about who
adults
tells-
and human
So what are we
beings.
Right.
talking about
But
the
listen,
role?
the-
We know to let
listen.
the man be the man.
As long as that man is still out hustling and trying to find a job, that's still no reason
I
for
don't
a
even think it's
woman to
about
challenge
that. I don't
man.
even think it's about that. I think it's
Y'all
about
stuck on the
you
money.
knowing your
That ain't
like you
making
said,
a
position.
relationship.
Money don't make a
It do
relationship. Not at all.
It do not.
Hold on, we got a question.
Yes.
Shout out to the cell phone.
Shout out to the question.
Whose question?
Show yourself.
Oh, okay.
I got something to say.
Okay.
Really. You keep saying a man. I keep hearing you say that. It's so irritating to me. Because
Come over here, please.
Man,
Come
it ain't
over
no man out here.
Where you
You're
at?
not
Hold
a
on.
man. You're not. It's no man out here. So it's a lot of protocols that you could put a guy in a category as being a man. It's not. I ain't met a man, a real man, in a while. I met some boys. I done met some dudes.
What's a
I done
man
met
to
some
you?
Ends. I done met some anything but a man.
What's
I
a
ain't
man
met
to you,
man
sweetie?
in a
Hold
while.
on.
So
We got to respond to that.
I got one
it's
more
another
thing.
mic
One
right
more
there.
thing, and
Mic
I'm gonna
right
let it
there.
go. I'm gonna let it go after I say that.
I want to know what's
Hold
a
on, wait,
man to
let her
her.
finish. Let her finish.
For a person to say that he a grown ass man,
Uh-huh.
you don't have to say that. Just play
Exactly.
the role.
Ow.
You don't
Exactly.
never have to state that what you are. at
Ow.
all. Just play the role. Be.
Ow.
You ain't never gotta ever say you a grown ass
Ow,
man.
ow, ow.
Just
Hey,
do
Jay.
your job.
Okay, now we got somebody who want to respond to that.
We got a
Can-
response in
Tell
here.
Now, can we bring that mic back over here?
Can we get the mic over here, please? Thank you.
That's cool.
Oh,
hand the mic to
okay, so
him.
we're going to get hot
Please
over
hand
here.
the mic to him. Oh, my God.
Right here.
Hand it to him.
Ah.
The mic.
Where
you need
the
the
mic at?
Can we get the mic right here?
Okay. Yeah.
Any response?
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hello.
Hi, Jason.
What's
I
up?
was just
Jason.
introducing myself to this lady over here because she said she ain't met a real man in a while.
I heard that.
I'm thinking, but I am a real man. I'm married to my woman. Got both of my children. I don't have a lot of kids out here. I have 2 jobs. I take care of her, and I take care of them.
That's right.
I'm a real
Ah.
man, but I don't have to say that. You right. I don't have to proclaim the fact that I'm a grown-ass man. Because when I come home, my woman respect me like a grown-ass
No
man.
doubt.
I have to
Ah.
tell her that
That's
all the
what's up.
time.
No doubt.
Ah.
No.
I want to know from the ladies. Listen, wait. I want to know
had a
from the
solo,
ladies.
man.
What do? Okay, listen.
Yo, get the
Listen,
mic,
I got a
bro.
question for the ladies. What do we feel like a real man is?
Yeah, that's what I wanna know.
Like, what do
What's
we
your
expect from
definition
our
of a real
men?
man?
What do we expect from them? Like, when you get into a relationship, you start kicking it with a dude. Like, what do we look for as women? I know what I look for, but I think that everybody's expectations are a little bit different.
And not just that. Where are you going to where you saying that there is no real man? You know, if you going to the clubs every weekend and you seeing the same person there, you know, you're in the wrong place.
I mean, I don't like it when people say clubs because I go to the clubs. And that don't mean that I'm not a good woman just because I like to go have a drink and
No, I'm not
dance with
saying
my
that you're not
girls.
going as far as to say where
But I
you
hate
looking
when
for.
people say
Wait,
that. It's like you looking
let me
for...
chime in on this though. I just want to chime in on. I want to make a couple comments, and it might ruffle a couple of feathers. If you, here we go.
Here we
Comment
go.
one. You are what you eat.
Here we go.
Yes.
Wait. What does that mean, Ray?
I'm gonna break it down.
What does that mean?
If
Wow, that could mean a lot of things.
if no good men show up,
Pussy.
Okay.
maybe there's no good woman there.
Wait. What do you mean? Like at a club? Or in general?
No,
That's a good point.
a good man is not going to tolerate a woman who's not a good woman.
I mean, true. And a good woman shouldn't tolerate a
He's
man.
not even gonna speak. He's not gonna speak to
Turn the
her.
mic back.
Wait. Say a man don't know how to what? Okay, so that can go both ways now.
A good man knows what to do with a good
Listen,
woman.
let me tell you, I'm gonna quote somebody, and I don't really quote people, but I love this dude, but on a new song, Wale Bad, he said we fiend for what we don't need, and how you like the chase and you like the thrill and you like this, but when you become an adult, you don't look for that chase and that thrill. You look for somebody that's gonna be there, somebody that's gonna have your back, somebody that you can depend on, and it's just the men outweigh the women. It's too many options right now. In 2012, men have so many options, and women, we have let ourselves just tolerate anything. I say this all the time. I say it to Ray, I say it to my friends. We need to have an annual women's meeting because the shit that we are allowing to happen when it comes to men is unacceptable.
But let me ask you this. How many women say that they want a good man, but they have that good dude, and then when they lose him, they want to complain?
What's a good dude, though? Like, I mean,
And
just
that's
because
a
A good dude is a man.
How you gonna
who
know he was
hold-
good unless you don't know?
Hold on. If a good dude is a man who holds down the job 24/7,
But just
not constantly losing his job, getting laid off, taking care of his woman, taking care of his family, but then still the woman is still not happy.
Where's the
because she
communication?
not with
Where's the
him
rest-
like that. Just because you got a good job. You know how many dudes with good jobs come at me every day? That don't mean that I'm attracted to them. That don't mean that I can build something off of just because you got a good job. It's not. That's great. Please have a job. Have some way to take care of what you need to take care of. But that
What's-
doesn't make you a good dude.
What's your give us your definition of what the
Me,
ideal
myself,
man?
what Meek look for. I look for in a guy somebody that at 30 years old, I look for somebody that I am compatible with, somebody that I can have a friendship with, somebody that we can grow and develop together, somebody who I am attractive to, somebody that understands me because I'm not a normal chick. So you have to be on that level to understand me. And I also believe that love is something that is selfish. Love is very selfish, and it can fade. And if you're going to build a relationship just based on, oh, I love him today, what's going to happen tomorrow when it fades? Yes. Are you going to be friends? Are you going to be able to talk to each other? Are you going to be able to communicate with each other? Because love can come and go. I could be in love with you today and hate you tomorrow and then be in love with you next week. But are you my friend? Am I going to be able to communicate with you? In the morning when I get up, am I going to be able to stand you? And I think that's where a lot of people go. We get caught up in that, oh, I love and I'm infatuated and it's so wonderful. And then when that part fades, because it only lasts a good year and a half, maybe with the Oxycontin released from your body and that happiness that's going on. But then when that happiness fails and you look up and you be like, I can't stand this nigga.
Wow. Why the hell
what you
I
gonna
did
do
that?
next?
So what gets you past the point, the honeymoon phase? What gets
That
you
past the honeymoon phase, this is a good person. This person respects me. This person knows that I play a role in our situation. This person is bettering me, making me feel good about myself, and I'm doing the same. And like friendship.
Communication.
Communication is definitely important.
Communication, yes.
You gotta have communication. And that's what a lot of people don't do. And I'm not even gonna say black African Americans, I'm gonna say people in general. You need to communicate. Well, how do I know what's going on with you if you're not telling me? You know? I mean, that's just simple. And a lot of people don't do that. Everybody gets so caught up in what feels good and her sex in her head and oh girl, he did this and he did that.
Head
what
is
happened when
important.
he ain't doing
Head is important.
Head is
I
important.
agree.
But what happens when head is
Very
ending?
important.
After he get that head, then what? Is he gonna be paying them bills and watching them kids and holding you down?
Depends on the head.
No.
The man is the head of every house.
No. It
Oh,
does
no.
not.
We're gonna go into our
I'm curious.
first question.
I'm curious
Okay.
about what her expectations
A
are
good-
of
a
a
good
man.
man?
What's your ideal man?
I believe a good man is someone that's what's up.
You got a
Question on the floor.
Let's go for it.
It's not a question, it's a comment.
Hey.
How are you, Meek?
Hey,
I've
boo.
been listening intensively to everybody. You just said something about what was important in a relationship, and I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that everybody agrees that communication is vital.
Correct.
But let me say this. I'm going to make two comments, and then I'll give it back to you.
All right.
When you say communicate, and we all communicate, but now, let me do this. Siéntate aquí, ven acá.
Okay, and then translation.
Okay, I would have to translate it. So what I'm
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
He done broke the camera.
Oh,
saying,
damn.
what I'm saying is this, is that every day people communicate, but you need something prior to the communication.
Okay.
First of all, you have to develop an understanding, because what I just said was in Spanish.
Okay.
If you don't speak it, I'm communicating with you, but if you don't understand me,
Right.
then we're not doing anything.
True.
But now, we have people who speak English to one another every day, but you still don't have an understanding.
they
Because
supposed
your man can talk to you if
Right.
you have one, and you still not understanding him.
You know what it
You're not
is?
listening.
It's what your interpretation is. If you, first of all, you can't say, I want her because she bad and she have good sex.
But now you're going beyond where I'm
Because it's like you get with people for the wrong reasons.
No. I was just commenting on what you said about communication.
Right.
It's important, and I'm in agreement. But you, again, understanding plays a big.
Communicating and understanding.
Understanding is a major key to anything you do in life.
Yes, it
can't-
is.
You can't love a person unless you really have grown and matured
And understand each other.
what love is.
Right.
And then, in regards to relationship, for me personally, this is what I expect. And I'm not gonna say I'm a man or whatever. I know who I am and I know
Right.
what I'm about. I've matured.
And you know what you're looking for, right?
You
Because
have
people
to-
look for different things.
Exactly. But for me, if I'm going to approach somebody and I'm serious-minded about it, then what I do is I ask them, are they willing to embrace me in the same manner in which I'm going to embrace them?
Right.
Come here for 1 second.
So
I
what
agree with that.
So what do you do if you're not serious about them and you're approaching them?
I don't have time to waste now.
Ow.
So if I'm not interested in you, I'm not going to approach you. And
That's
I'm
a grown man right
All
there.
right?
But
Okay.
this is what I mean by embracing. Okay, we're hugged up really tight. What can come between us at this point in time? Nothing. Right, exactly, nothing.
That's right.
So if you're willing to embrace me in that manner, where everything on the outside can hit us on the shoulders and on the side, but we're able to stay together because it's not going to come between us, then what's outside of us doesn't matter. What's important is what we have right here.
Right.
That's
Right.
heavy, bro.
That's
Get a hand
it.
on that.
That's
Right
what you're
then.
looking
Come on
for.
up here and
That's
sit
what you're
next
looking
to
for.
us.
That's what's
Which
up.
brings me to
Okay.
this. Men, when you say, Ray, the man chooses the woman, it also depends on what you're looking for. Because I know a lot of dudes that's just like, I'm 40 years old, I want a 21-year-old that ain't got no worries, that I just buy her a couple of things and she sex me up real good and I'm good. But then I also know the man that says, I really want something. I really want a relationship. I want a family. I want something to come home, and I want to stand for something. So I agree when it says not a man chooses a woman, but just like people, you know what you want. You know what you're looking for. Yeah. I think that's a better statement than the man chooses the woman.
And also in the beginning,
go ahead,
in
man,
the beginning, in the relationship, I also think that communication has to be established.
It's a must.
You know
It's a
that
must.
the woman
You gotta listen.
tells that man what she's looking for and what she needs. You
Oh,
know,
that camera's done. That's done.
You know that has to be established.
Anybody
first
got
and
an
foremost.
iPhone?
You
They
know.
can film this.
What's going on, pal?
So you know, I think in the beginning people don't really talk with each other. They talk at each other, but they don't talk.
They don't
with
take
each
it
other.
in.
You know, I need to know what you want and what you look for, because if it don't work out, don't come back later saying, "Well, this is what I told you." No, this ain't what you told me. You know, let's establish that communication so you know that we both is on equal grounds from jump. You know,
Yeah.
but let's move to our.
We need a
question
camera
here.
person
First
that's
question.
not having relationship issues.
Yeah.
Because that camera's really lonely.
We're not using this angle, are we,
And it's-
Sugar?
it keeps
Okay.
falling.
Just put that
Okay,
one.
let's-
No, it's cool. It's cool. Just,
See, that's what happened when
It's
a good,
okay,
good
man.
man don't have a good woman. He just fall.
Oh, God.
Physical example right there.
now listen. When I say, please let me close that out.
Go ahead,
please.
go ahead.
Okay.
Close it
look.
out, Ray. Okay.
All right. So, with this man choosing a woman thing,
Here we go.
listen. The man has to choose to be with the woman.
And the woman don't have a decision?
Yes, she has a decision. However, the woman can't decide to be with a man, and he's not going to change. He's going to do what he's going to do. Women naturally adjust quicker than a man does. Men do not adjust.
Not.
No, listen.
I can agree. I can agree with that.
Now listen.
I can agree that we accept, so we will make a way
Those are ones
to
that
make a
don't
way.
deliver.
Wait, and then I never.
Hold on.
I need to
Hold
finish.
on, no,
Wait,
no,
let me
no.
finish.
That's tired.
All right, and then the
We're in
other
a
thing.
different century.
And about the real man thing again, and the real men not being around. Stop accepting these niggas. Stop
Women,
fucking them.
please.
Listen,
Hold on.
if
Okay,
the
we
nigga,
are
if he-
worth
hold
more.
on,
no,
hold
listen.
on,
If
hold on.
ladies, if he's not the kind of guy that you want to be
Ditch
with,
his
quit
ass.
fucking him.
Please.
Hold on. No, check
He's
this
not
out.
gonna
Check this out.
change.
Check this
He ain't
out.
gonna be better. He gonna be the same nigga he was. Stop fucking him.
Okay, check this out.
Start
And she
holding
gonna be
that.
the same female that
Hold
you
on,
was screwing
hold
because
on,
her
hold
ass
on.
was big.
Hold on. This is what
Same
I'm gonna
thing.
say. This is what I'm gonna say.
Okay, we
Ladies,
sorry. Go ahead.
ladies,
Go ahead.
remember this. No matter how much you love a brother, you cannot change a man unless he's willing to change himself.
Ditto.
Can't change a woman either.
Ditto.
It's the
Okay.
same about a woman.
No doubt, go both ways. But
Common ground,
there's
baby.
more women out here that would try to change a man and not understand and accept him for who he is. He is what he was when you got with him.
Them not real
And
women.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Them
for
are
you.
not real women.
If you want to
Not
get
at all.
married,
Is you
if you
know
want to
you
get
can't change the
married,
person.
if you want to get married, the man's going to have to ask you to get married. Flat.
It's 2013, baby.
No,
You got
where
women
are
all
we
over the
at?
place
That-
asking men to marry
Hey,
them.
any man in here, there's a woman say, "Hey, let's get married," and she get on her knees and propose to you. Show me a man that's gonna do it.
I know 3 personally.
Oh, and I know too.
Marry them niggas then.
You just over you just,
I don't see
You
y'all saying I
have-
married that nigga.
I mean, it's not my
haven't met
situation.
one.
It's not my situation.
But look here, we're gonna close this part out. Let's go to our
Alright.
Let's go to our questions.
Okay.
We gotta move on
we
at
got
some
another
point, though.
question.
We
Wait,
gotta
wait.
move on at some point.
We gotta move it on. Who is this?
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
like this.
I had a point. I heard something that you said, Meek, and I just wanted to address it. You said that it's a lot of guys with good jobs that try to talk to you and things like that. When it comes to the whole good man, bad man thing, women pass up on good men all the time.
True
Yeah,
that.
it might be because you're not attracted to them.
Hold on, you cute. Meet me on the other side in about
It might,
no, I'm
not
joking.
smell the way you like him to. He might be as tall or whatever. But the bottom line is, back in the day, like love grew. You know, when you talk about our parents and our grandparents, they grew to love each other. They grew to be more attracted to each other. the thing about it is you have to find a good person, a person with a good heart, with integrity and things like that, and that love and that attraction will grow. Find somebody that's gonna be in your corner. I got 4 little, and that's what I tell them all the time. You looking for that guy that's looking like the dude on TV that you like, you never gonna find the right thing.
Right.
It's never gonna happen. But that whole idea that no good guys out here, that's bullshit.
Yeah, but we never said there aren't any good guys.
I absolutely heard that when I walked in the door.
No, not from me.
Not from you, not from you.
Oh, I was
I'm
about to
just
say,
saying-
I think there are awesome guys out here. I'm just a single lady, you know. I can just go by what I'm looking for. I didn't say that. I said that I get approached a lot by guys, but just because you approach,
it's not to attack you in any way. It's just to say that there's a myth out here that there are not good men. And that's not true. It's just the guys that people are attracted to might not be that guy.
Exactly. Attraction is important in a relationship. How do you expect it? You know what? We can't base things off of what our grandparents, because this is 2013. A lot of shit is different, and we can't do it. We would love to be like back in the days, but it's not back in the days. This is different times, and it's a lot more going on. Technology is advanced. So much. It's so different.
But if
I don't have time I don't have time for that. I don't.
If principle worked back then, why would that not work?
Oh, go ahead, man.
You kind of saying you don't
back
have
then,
time.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I live in Detroit. I don't live in Texas. I'm not at home, not uneducated. I'm not wasting time. It's a lot going on, and times are different, and you cannot base something off of that. So I get what you're saying, but I feel like your point is invalid when you say things like relationships have to grow. I understand about building a foundation of friendship. One of my best relationships came from somebody that was my friends before. It just so happened it was in my 20s, and you grow a lot in your 20s. And, you know, I get what you're saying. Friendship is important. But so is attraction. I had one of my longest relationships from a guy that I met, and I think we had sex on our first date. And I was with him for 5 years, and we were engaged, and it was just that, enthralled in a situation. So it's, you know, it's different situations that occur for different people. And I'm a little buzzed, so I'm losing my straw.
Hi, panel. I'm really enjoying myself. My name is Rakisha, and I got a question.
Welcome to the show, Rakisha.
Hey, Keish.
Thank you. What's up with these women messing it up for real women? They setting the standard so low.
It goes back to my annual women's meeting.
They expecting like some crazy stuff. They expecting us to deal with crazy stuff. They expecting us to do crazy stuff.
Because women accept it.
And, okay, this is a 2-part kind of question, comment, whatever. Okay, no, just comment on the first one. Cause
Women allow this to happen, man. Why would I waste my time with a chick who got so many standards when it's another chick right here that's just gonna drop it for me and ain't gonna have none? Yeah. That's what they going for. So women, we need to we accepting things that just aren't acceptable. It's like exactly what I said. Okay, she want me to wait to the 3rd date before she give it up. Oh, she don't give head. Oh, she got this and that going on. Oh, she won't come let me meet her mom. And then you got Tiffany over here like, baby, I'll suck you down. I'll make it good. I'll do this and I'll do that. I'm not going to. Exactly.
She might get the run first.
Taken. Exactly. Exactly. You looking for Tiffany.
Here we go.
You looking for Tiffany. You looking for Tiffany, a good time, right?
That's real though. That's real
It's
though.
real.
I think what we
You
deal
got
with.
Tiffany, you got Monica over here like, I ain't about to have sex with him.
Real quick, let me just say this.
I ain't about to give it to you. You gotta take me out, and you gotta buy me this, and you gotta buy me that.
She turned up, y'all. Give it up for her.
I'm just saying, I get frustrated.
Let me just say this though. What we gotta realize is that we're all dealing with want. This is everybody got different wants. Everybody's got different needs. And I think that I chime in on the ladies here. A real man and a real woman knows what they want. You have to know what you want. Yes. Because if you know what you want, if you know you want a good meal, you're not going to go to McDonald's. You're just not. Like, if you know your body, you're going to get sick, don't drive up through the drive-thru and get a Happy Meal. Go cook and take some time and prepare the meal.
I think... See, that's the problem, Carl. A lot of these women
Impatience.
don't like to cook.
Impatience is the problem.
Insecure.
Impatience is the problem.
It's insecurity.
For both sides.
It's
Impatience.
Insecurity.
Oh man, I
Both
can't wait. I
sides.
gotta have something tonight.
This is
But
like
look,
I
gotta have something
know what I
tonight.
can accept.
Right after this discussion, I gotta have something tonight.
Look, we gotta go to our questions now.
Okay.
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 All right.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Please let Ray
Can y'all
answer
make
the
sure the
question.
camera don't
But
fall
listen,
again? I'm
we're
real
gonna come
scared
back.
right now that that's
Listen,
about.
Okay.
Our first question is, could a woman be with, or a man be with someone that already have children?
I'm gonna chime in on that first. I am a single parent. I have 2 children, and this always comes up with the ready-made family. It's possible. I hate it when people say, well, you know, I just thought my life was going to be like this. I'm 30 years old. Name somebody that's my age that ain't got kids right now, you know? And so this was a huge issue in me and one of my guy friends' situation. Loved the shit out of me, could see himself with me, but could not accept the fact that my kids were there. They're not going anywhere. I'm a grown-ass woman. My mom had 6 kids and still found her a man to be with her. So, I mean, if they can't accept it, that's a part of you, then, hey, that ain't the person for you.
Okay, second part. I could be with a man that has kids, but I
That's
cannot be with a man that's not taking care of his kids. It's a difference.
Because
So
that's
if
not
he
a
ain't
man.
taking care of them, then there's no future for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to contradict myself because I can't be with a man that got kids, even though I have them. I know that's...
Okay, I want to know what's up with that.
I can't do it. I'm a great baby's mom, but I've run into instances where women we don't like to let go. When you over it, but when you still in love with somebody and he's moved on, you get that drama, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Or you
I
don't
would
want to
never
deal with the mother of the man's children.
No, I don't want
But
to
I
deal
would
with
prefer
it.
for the man to at least have a child so I know he'll be able to handle mine.
I don't want
I
it.
wouldn't want him around mine if he don't know how to be a father to his own.
I mean, I
So
understand
you got to
that.
second guess that too. So.
I'm good on kids, other people kids. My ovaries still working well. If we click and we gonna be together, we can have our own. But I'm not gonna be with a man that got kids. I don't like it.
What you think about that, Mr. Ray?
I think that's for you. I think this was for me.
I mean, I'm sure the ladies would like a drink.
I'm good.
You don't need no water.
I'm good. I don't need it.
Good. Woman don't need no.
How y'all feel about that? I have kids, but I don't want to be with a man that got kids.
Well,
I think that's ridiculous.
I
but-
mean,
Yeah.
hey.
I
But-
think real ridiculous.
However,
Yo!
I might be,
Yeah, I was gonna-
but this
However-
again goes back to preference.
Being honest.
however,
This goes again to
Wait,
preference.
wait, let me-
I
let-
have the
would you-
ability to have my own
got too
preference.
many
damn it,
water.
girl.
I'm just
Listen.
saying.
How I think it's ridiculous.
Wait, hold
So-
on. We need to get the mic
Wait,
out there.
So what?
Hey.
wait. I think it's ridiculous. However, you're entitled to whatever you want to do.
Thank you.
You can agree.
Thank
You
you.
can accept whatever you want to accept. We just and where was we at? Kids.
Kids.
Okay. I believe that.
Yeah, let me help you out. Yeah.
Thank you. I believe that I should get some
Right,
help
that
with this water and shit. First, I believe that if a woman has kids, if you love that person, then that's what they came with, and you gotta love everything about them. And the same with a man. If that's the man that you want to be with, and he has kids, you have to take whatever comes with that. It's a package. You can't say you perfect except you got some kids. You can't say we good, but fuck those kids. If you say fuck those kids, then you talking about fuck them. So
I
It's gonna be after.
think we got a question on the floor.
It's more so a comment. You
What's-
said you cannot be with a man that has kids.
I do not want to be with a man that
Most
has
of the
kids.
best men in the world has kids.
And that might be so. But I will not be
why
with
do
him.
good men not wear condoms and shit? What's that about?
Right.
You can't be with a man because he has kids because you're worried about the baby mother.
I
But
don't.
what about a man that has kids that's a full-time father? There's plenty of us out here.
I mean, and there might be so. I'm not knocking anybody.
Baby mother has never been around, never will probably come around.
Okay. I'm not knocking that, and I think that there are awesome. I have an awesome baby dad. You know, he got a wife, and my other one, he's good. But my preference is I don't want somebody who already has kids because of past experiences, and I just don't. It's the same thing. Like I have my own way of how I am. I won't date a Libra. I think Libras are flaky, and I think it's just my preference. It's weird, I know, but that's what I like.
Wow.
Right on.
I know. I would never date a Libra.
All right,
Hey,
that's
real shit, though.
I
It's real, I mean.
got something to say, and it's probably going off a little bit, but my question is to the ladies. I got kids, and you're not with the father anymore. Please, ladies, don't bash the man and the father and because what's going on around your children. You know, that's not a good look for the father. What's going on between the father and the mother, that's between y'all two, you know, and that goes both ways.
I agree with that. It's not that deep.
They over there going ham on y'all on the other side.
Tell them to come over here and say it in our face.
Well, tell them to bring her up over here.
Looking for a little boy.
No, you know what people tell me? They say, I'm looking for salmon in the Detroit River. And maybe I need to move out of Detroit. Maybe that's what I need to do. But, I mean, I'm not telling y'all what to like. That's my preference.
Say it like that. Shout out to whoever wrote that. That's the realest shit. All right, I got you. Here, we about to hold this shit, man.
Right.
I'm about, let's put it on the ground.
Put it out there.
All right, look. Shout out to whoever wrote this. If you have a real bitch at home, why cheat? Ladies.
If you
If you got a real bitch at home,
Why cheat?
why cheat? Ladies, I'm going to give y'all the secret on why men cheat.
Why men cheat? Y'all listening, ladies?
You ready?
Oh, here we go.
Okay. This is why men cheat.
Let me hear it.
Tell it all.
Because men are nasty. That's
Men
it.
like vagina.
Men like vagina. You can ask
They
a
are
man.
vaginas.
When you get down to the core of why men cheated, it was lotion or what's the name had a fat ass. I fucked her.
Simple as that. Ray, you can't answer this because you're not a normal dude.
I'm trying to tell you, listen, all men cheat because they're nasty. It's not because they don't have a good.
Cheat.
I
I
didn't
don't
say
believe
that.
all
I didn't
men
say
cheat.
that.
I don't believe that. I do not believe
all men
that.
don't cheat.
It's actually not
All men,
valid.
I don't believe
That's
all
not
men
true.
no,
cheat.
listen what I'm saying. What a man cheats for. I didn't say all men cheat.
There we go.
Just said it, babe.
Yeah, there
No,
we go.
the reason
Did
why
say all men cheat.
Right,
Yeah,
all
you
men
did.
cheat because they're
He
nasty.
tailored it though.
Okay.
No,
what we
listen,
going
You
with.
can flip
All
it
the
around.
men
No.
that cheat are nasty. That's what you want
Right.
to say?
No, I'm explaining.
Exactly.
No, listen, I'm explaining.
Is Joey Greco in the building?
I'm
We need
explaining
him
why
to
a
come up
man
with-
cheats.
A man cheats because he's as simple as that.
Every time a man cheats, it had nothing to do with his girl at all. Nothing.
Do y'all not think? Is it not you in a relationship and you're not thinking about
Has
the other
nothing to do with him
individual?
busting a nut at the time. None. He's not thinking like, oh, my girl at home is gonna be so mad. He like, damn, she's sucking my dick. That's it.
See, as a woman cheat for totally different reasons. We don't
Absolutely.
cheat because we nasty. We cheat because we missing something. Our honey ain't showing us enough love. We not getting enough attention. We want something different.
I
And he
think
ain't
some
answering
men.
that.
I think some men do that for that reason too. People are diverse. I think we get into danger when we start to try to label people. We can't generalize this. This is based off of one. You gotta
Right.
remember that people are different.
Yeah.
Everybody's finger it has a different print. So every man don't cheat because they nasty. A perverted
Talking
man
about,
cheats
yeah.
because he's nasty.
Ray's perverted, everyone.
No,
We know that.
Listen,
We
you show me a real man for real that is going to, I'm talking about he give you an honest for real answer. He is not going to be like, because she don't listen to me, dog, I fucked this girl. No, he fucked her because he wanted to fuck. He didn't. That's it.
That's it.
It wasn't because she don't listen to me or she don't share my ideas. That's what women do.
So when a
Men
woman,
don't-
your woman pisses you
No,
off,
what-
and you leave the house and you at a bar, you getting drunk, and you see this good-looking chick come in, and she like, "What's up?" It don't have nothing to do with that situation.
No.
Wait a minute, I'm lost. Wait a minute, I'm lost. So you're saying that all men cheat because they are nasty?
Simple as that.
The men that cheat, they cheat for physical reasons. It's not because it's not emotional.
So the men on here agree with that.
No, I do agree that can happen. I
Okay.
agree that can happen. But that's not the reason why all men cheat.
Why did you cheat?
Whoa.
I know you
Who
cheated.
said
You
I
look
cheated?
like a cheater.
Who said I cheated?
Good question.
Who said that?
When you cheated, why did you cheat?
Wow. Okay.
Let's hear it.
Was it?
All right,
'cause
what's
she
the
didn't
next
listen to
question?
you
No,
call?
no. His girlfriend must be here. No, we want to know when you
No,
cheated,
I'm
why did
single.
you cheat?
When you cheated, why did you cheat, man?
Oh,
We
this
know
is
why
I didn't
Ray
wanna be on
cheated.
this panel. And
dick
I'm
was hard.
getting
We do know
everybody
why.
We want to
involved.
know why you
I
cheated.
cheated because
All
my dick
right.
was hard.
Okay.
What about
All right.
you?
Well, I
cheated
guess
on
I
who?
got
Damn
nailed 'cause
shame.
this is Detroit. So, all right, here it goes.
Wait. Your dick was hard. You couldn't go home and get it in with your woman?
It depends on how long it was to get home.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you nasty.
And you find, listen, I'm trying to tell you. dog.
That's so disgusting.
You show me a
right?
nigga who, you show me somebody that's not agreeing with this. You
I
show
don't
me a
want-
No,
guy.
let me ask you
Hold on,
this.
hold on,
So,
hold on.
are you saying that no women
No,
think that
no,
way
you
either?
keep-
No.
You keep
Okay,
dodging
all right.
because
Women, I
when
never.
when you cheated, why did
Wait, you
cheat?
started talking.
I'm sorry.
I built up.
He would not
I got all
answer.
built up. I got in my man mode. I was ready to, and you cut it in. So I'm way back to the beginning.
No,
I got
wait,
to build it
no.
up again.
I've never
Go on,
cheated
next
out
one.
of just because I couldn't get home fast enough. To me, sex, I have to have a connection with you. It has to be something that's just like, it's never
I
physical.
got a question for you. What if the sex is good, but you fall in love with the person?
Well, I've never had a one night stand. I've never been one.
I'm
that
not
just
talking
had
about a
sex.
one night stand.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about if you're sexually compatible.
How
but
do you
are
know
not in
that
love
though
with the
without?
person? Is it good?
What you
Is
mean
he
when you're in a
glad?
relationship? You mean when?
I'm saying period.
Oh,
The sex is good if he make you come like 3-4 times in a night.
yeah.
Right.
But you're not compatible.
But you
Out
know.
the bed.
Then we couldn't be together. I can't be with somebody that I don't like outside
Could
of
you
the
be
bedroom.
with somebody when the sex isn't good?
I can.
You
I
can.
have.
You
no.
can.
I have.
Hell no.
I have.
I can't.
It's a teaching process.
Oh, I get it. You have to
I-
grow.
That's
You have to
right.
grow. to
Listen, baby,
appreciate
this
them.
ain't working. What we gonna do is
It's not
we gonna
elementary.
switch it up a little bit, and you gonna go to the left a little bit. It's about if you.
Oh,
find
you gonna
somebody-
teach them how to
Exactly.
okay.
I
all right.
fully believe in the education system. Let's teach
You
you.
gonna teach his dick to grow. You gonna say, okay, honey, now come
Hey,
on, grow
see,
him on
y'all,
here.
It's
Grow
not
him on
about.
here.
Listen, I don't even
That's
believe
the
in the
girl I was
growth.
looking for.
I've been with. Listen, pardon my
I need to go to that
raunchiness.
school.
Okay, we-
I've been with the guy with the hugest penis, and I've been with the guy with the smallest penis, and I mean small. Like, what the fuck am I doing right now? And I'm telling you, that little thing, he did it the right way.
Supersized
And I was like, hold on, what you doing with that little thing there? Hold on.
Maybe
you
it's
can work with
because
that little thing.
Maybe this is what happened. Maybe you formed.
You can work with that.
Maybe your body, because a woman body
No,
is
it's
designed
because
to
I'm a great
form
teacher.
to a man. No,
Listen,
a woman's body
you
forms
take that
to a
little
man.
thing and you move it
So
to
if
the
I got a
left.
9-inch
That's
dick,
it,
you
that's
gonna form to my dick. If I got a 2-inch dick, you gonna form to my dick.
No.
You gonna be like, oh, this is the best 2-inch dick I ever
I'm
had.
gonna tell you, take that little thing and you move it and we good.
Hold on. That's like saying somebody can give good
I'm
head,
Carl
but
Shout
they
out to
don't
Carl
have-
trying to
Just
let
so
the
you
ladies
know.
know he got a 9-inch dick. I just wanted to put that out there. He said,
Is that what just
My
happened?
9-inch
Is that what
dick.
just happened? Is that what just happened? He was like, you gonna take him or you gonna take this right here?
Or a guy with a
This
nine
This,
inch
or you
dick.
can get with that.
Oh, go ahead. We'll
We
move
gotta
on.
move to the next question.
We'll move on.
Okay, okay.
Well, we're gonna come back to that. All right.
Y'all nasty.
This had to be a lady that wrote this. How long after your last time having sex can you claim that you're celibate?
Celibate.
Okay, I got this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna just give an example. If you haven't had sex in 6 months, 6 months ain't gonna work. That means you used to that, so you're gonna have to go past that.
What about a toy?
That ain't
Like, do
celibate.
that count?
Anything make you come.
Okay.
Anything. Playing with yourself, toys,
You ain't celibate.
fingering it, anything in that nature. If you come, you ain't celibate.
I feel like if I decide today that
Pineapple.
I'm celibate, then I'm celibate.
No, that just means you
Just
ain't.
because I ain't had
That
sex.
just means you
I
haven't
made
had
that
sex.
decision.
That mean you ain't never been touched.
That I
You
made
ain't
that
never
decision.
came.
Like today, I'm not gonna fuck no more. I'm celibate. Then
But
you
that just
celibate.
mean I'm not fucking. So we ain't doing shit. We on that. We on just the relationship communication thing. It don't mean you're celibate.
All right.
Celibate mean you ain't doing nothing.
Um,
I ain't going home after you got me horny and playing with myself. That's
Well, I mean, I
celibate.
think celibate means that you make a decision to not have sex.
Yeah,
I think that's the true definition
I
of
think
celibate.
when you
Right,
decide that
right.
you're going to be celibate, at that point you are celibate.
celibate.
So I've been celibate for 3 months, so I'm celibate.
You celibate.
much, yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm
You-
going into the nunness now.
That don't make you a
Involuntary
nun.
celibate.
That don't make
You
you a
know,
nun.
Involuntary
Whenever
celibacy.
you,
You
whenever you
involuntary celibate. There you
Hold on,
go.
hold on.
That's a better
whenever
one.
you,
Yeah, right.
no, whenever you decide that okay, my slate's clean, your slate is clean until you dirty it up. So I think as soon as you say I'm celibate, you are now.
If you go
don't
fuck,
be
that's
don't
something
be the
different.
person that's like I'm celibate this week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
what if you getting some head? Is that still celibate?
Yes.
No,
I mean,
no,
no,
that's
you,
not
no, no,
celibate.
No,
You
that's
know
not
what
what
I'm
I meant.
It is
No,
the
that's not what I meant.
sexual act.
I'm
No, that's not what I
celibate.
meant. That's not what I
I'm
meant.
celibate.
No, if you're celibate, you don't have sex. Flat.
Exactly.
That counts for head or
But that's
jerking off or
because
whatever.
you made that decision,
You-
not
but you
because you
decided.
ain't got nobody to have sex with.
But you don't have to have no track record of being celibate to say that you're celibate. Whenever you decide that, now whenever you break that, you can't be like I'm celibate. 'cause
celibate,
nigga,
but
you're
I
not
just had a
celibate.
fix up.
Who
No,
gonna know, though?
You,
know.
I mean, celibacy is for you. It's not.
not for everybody else. It's like
Exactly.
a personal decision.
Exactly. So if I say I'm celibate, but I go home and play with my toy tonight, then I'm not celibate,
Yeah, it
right?
just
I
means
got-
you're not,
I
well,
got-
you're not having sex
Hey,
with
hey.
people.
I'm just explaining
And I
Ray,
that
Ray,
celibate.
I got a question for the ladies. Anybody, feel free to answer this in the next room too, if you can hear me. If a man, listen clearly now, if you get with a man and you are attracted to him, and there's no sexual, nothing sexual is going on, and you're with this man for an extended period of time, let's say a few months, let's say a year, whatever, however long, are you as upset with that man if it doesn't work out, if you don't have sex, or if you do?
Go back. I'm sorry.
The question is, if you enter into a relationship with a man where you're dating and you do not have sexual contact, are you as upset or feel as hurt about it not working out if it doesn't work out?
To me, when you form a sexual relationship, it expands. It's like you forming a bond. But that's me. I know women that can go out and say, "I fucked him, girl. He ain't nothing." But me, when I have
they not being real. That's what it does.
when I have sex with a man, it's like, okay, we've gone to another level. You've had my body.
Right.
You have my mind. We have a friendship now, and it's like over expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So if it doesn't work out, if we didn't have sex, of course I feel like, okay, at least I didn't have sex with him and I didn't form that. But if it, it doesn't, to answer your question, if it doesn't. then
Is it? And there's a reason why I put that out there, because I personally believe what happens is, because sex is involved in a lot of relationships, there's a pulling away, because when you have sex with a person, you bond in spirit and in body. You bond.
to most
you
women,
rip.
but not to most men.
Whether
though.
they acknowledge it or not, that hurt happens, and that's what makes a person respond to the hurt. It's like, oh, wait a minute, but I gave you my body, like, so
Right.
you just that you done?
See,
you know what I'm
men
saying?
don't see it like that. See, women, we
Because
feel
I'm a
like
real man,
I've
that's why I
slept
see it
with
that way.
you, and it's like you telling me that all we doing is being friends
Right,
and
that's all
going
it's
out.
been.
What do you mean? And I want to sleep with, but men, it's like, well, I mean, we just had sex.
Okay, well, let me end this with one question. When we come back, we can answer this. Will you marry someone that you never had sex with?
I did.
We'll
I
come
did.
back.
I
We'll
courted.
come
I
back.
courted. I courted for 4 years, and we never had sex.
Okay,
And we got
so
married.
we're gonna take a slight intermission, and we're gonna be back. Can you give my panelists a round of hands? Because I think we're gonna get real hot when we come back. But look,
It's
get
already
your
hot.
drink on,
Damn.
get your drink on, get your eat on. We got some fabulous chicken wings in the house, so we're gonna come back.
Get some chicken, black
And
people.
we're
Tip
gonna
y'all
keep
bartenders.
Quad hit you up with this music. Do it, Quad.
Married before he had sexual intercourse. Now, what would you do if you had the sexual intercourse after marriage and it was terrible? What are you gonna do?
Good question.
Did that happen?
No, that didn't happen.
What would you do if it was terrible?
What would?
You
Yeah,
gonna
I
change
mean,
the
I
person
think.
in the way they have sex?
Well, yeah.
I'm
No, I
forced
think.
to
Wait, hold on,
Well, no, look. This is what I could do. I
Okay.
can attach that to the response that you gave earlier.
Meek.
Meek gave earlier. about learning. She explained that, you know, it didn't matter about the size of the man, that she could teach the man. And I think that what we have to consider is maybe learning a person, even sexually. Now, I do know, I'm not ignorant to, I understand what your question is. With certain people, that sex is just, the compatibility is like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But I also think that there is something that we humans ignore, and that's the ability for us to adapt and learn each other and grow together. And I think a lot of people maybe grow into a sexual, some couples have been married for years and they say, oh man, the sex is better now than it was when we started. And I think that that's the type of situation where there's a growth involved, you know.
Okay, the gentleman just left out for a minute, but the question is, he wants to know, well, how can you make it better?
How can, as a man, make it better for a woman?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, if I may, it depends on the woman. I feel like you spend a lot of time learning yourself as a woman and what you like. And when you have different sexual partners, you get to a point where you know exactly what pushes your buttons. And if it doesn't, go ahead, you want to chime in?
No, I just want to find out, okay, so what if you done got married, it's 2 years, you done tried to change this sex life into something that you want, but you can't change no one. What if it still don't work? You cheat.
I mean, if it depends on.
I think that, you need to have a real serious heart-to-heart, face-to-face talk
before you get married is what I'm saying.
With your partner. But see,
or if you don't,
it's not back in the day now. I'm just saying.
Right? No. I understand what you're saying, but I think the issue we run into is there's a conflict of wants and desires here, because there are a lot of men who do think that way, like what you're saying. I need to make sure this sex is gonna be good.
But how hard is it to have sex?
But see, here's the thing. You either have it one way or you don't. You either try out the cheeseburger before you tell them I'm gonna buy it, or you pay for it and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have it both ways. It's either try it or you don't. You know what I'm saying?
But how hard is it?
As much as I would love to stay on this question, you know, we're
gonna move on faster. Okay.
We do have to move on.
Okay.
Move on, church. Come on.
The first question is from the audience is how big is weight an issue into a man?
We kind of talked about that a little bit, didn't we?
Wait, what?
No.
How big is his penis?
No. Now, see, you still on something.
Where my mind at?
No, how big of an issue is a woman's weight to a man?
I'm sorry.
How big of an issue is a woman's weight to a man?
What's
I guess this is for us.
Okay.
So, I don't care. If I like you, then I like you. What I'll say,
no doubt.
What I'll say flat out though is, if you're a fitness nut, then you should be with a fitness nut. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get into healthy living, then I would like for my woman to get into healthy living. But if I'm not, then I'm not. And if you get a little fatter than you was when I first met you, I mean, I ain't like you because of your body in the first place. And I believe that real, true relationships are beyond the physical element.
From a woman's point of view, because I know you're like the only man I done heard ever say that.
Yeah, I don't agree with what he just said.
Oh no,
I don't agree with
what he said.
Wait, what do you
We're
agree?
not about to be rubbing bellies. If I can't feel it, we ain't doing it. I'm sorry.
See, I disagree. I'm like a man. I need to feel something. I need to have something to grip. I don't like a skinny dude. Give me something to hold on.
Hey, we don't want to rub bellies. We want to feel.
What if you don't rub? What if the dick's still there? And you just got the belly?
Then that's an excuse. You can go on with the flow. But if you can't feel it,
that was my Carl Kingston moment right there.
That's the
belly,
point.
dick.
That's the point.
What about you, Carl? You said you disagree. What do you?
Because I think you're setting yourself up for failure if you don't be real with yourself.
But what if you're just
And
attracted to a big, beautiful, voluptuous
No, that's what I'm
woman?
saying. This is all based on what I don't agree with the statement of that I knew when you love somebody it does go beyond physical, but physical is a part of it. And I think we get into issues when we don't include everything in the pot. We say, okay, I love you past your body. So if you burnt up, I'm gonna love you, take care of you. But if I ignore the fact that I'm attracted to something, you know what I'm saying? Like
No,
you're
what
attracted to
I
something.
was saying is, you missed part of it. What I was saying is, if you a physical conscious guy, if you're
Okay.
a physically conscious guy,
Okay.
then you can't be like, girl, you getting fat, but you getting fat. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
no,
you can't
yeah,
be getting fat.
okay.
And that's
It's
what's
just a double
unfair in a lot
standard,
of
yeah.
relationships. Like
Yeah.
a lot of guys will be like, girl, you don't look how you used to when we was first started.
But
And
he
like,
don't.
Nigga, you didn't either.
Right.
Let's
agree
work
with that.
out together.
No, I agree with that.
Let's work out together.
I believe
Right.
in fairness. Like if I'm like if we get together and we both gain 50 pounds and I'm like, baby, I need to drop
Get it
this
tight,
50
get it right.
because I don't like how I look. You should probably jump on that too. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
But I can't be like you getting big, baby, and I'm
Look.
getting big too, and that's unfair.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Big,
agree with that.
Big. I
Next
got
question.
The next question.
I got
Come
a hot
on, Kelly,
question.
come on.
A
Yeah.
hot question. All right.
They must turn the heat down.
What do you do? This is from somebody in the audience. What do you do when you find your mates have rubbers in your drawer?
You thank God that he's using protection when he's cheating on
And
you.
you get out of this motherfucking drawer.
Wow.
Say it again.
Wow. Wow.
Hey,
I'm playing.
if
I'm
you don't
just
cheat, you
playing,
strapped
though.
it up.
Don't bring that shit home. Better strap
And
it
stay
on.
out of my drawer. Is the,
And
is
stay
the
out my
thing.
drawer. You only found it because you went looking.
Exactly. Get out my
You
drawer.
deserve to find it. You're just Snoopy ass.
I think you could really trip the person out if you buy more. Like if you went and bought more and put it there. Wouldn't that trip the person out? Like,
Well, what
wait
would
a
you
minute.
feel like when you go to the
More
doctor
here.
and you got
That's
herpes
childish,
or
by the way.
something?
More here.
All right, we go to the next. We'll go to the next one. Come on.
We got a hot question right here. And it's funny because I was asked this question, matter of fact, myself last week at work. This question has come from, why is it easier for a woman to forgive a man for cheating than it is for a man to forgive a woman for
His
cheating?
ego.
It's not.
His
You
ego.
cheat on me, we done. I'm sorry.
But for a man ego, like,
The
oh,
reason-
I can't
the
believe
reason that
this bitch
is-
cheated on me. But you cheated on me first.
If I find what I don't know won't hurt me, but if I find out, you will never get to have this nice.
I want to hear something from the ladies in the audience. What did you think, ladies? Anybody?
We got a question
Where
in
the
the
mic
We
front.
got a question. Can we
We
get
have a mic
over
Can we-
there?
Hey, Fal, can you help
Fal,
us
can
out?
we get
Jay.
Fallon,
With
can you
the
help
mic.
us out?
Shout out to Mike.
We got a question right here
In the front.
in the front.
My response to that question is I think that women are more emotionally involved with men when they cheat. And like y'all said earlier, men, they just do it. It's a physical act.
It sounds like somebody else got a question in the back.
That's
Can-
true.
We got
who
somebody
that?
else. Let's-
Response,
Hold
anybody?
on. Somebody reaching for the mic out there.
I'm sorry, I just thought it was a little bit of a contradiction. If you find condoms, and it's okay to find condoms in the drawer, and you just say, okay, well, thank God he's not bringing nothing back.
Right.
But then, I don't
But
get
then
the,
she gonna try.
But
to
just
finish.
because you found condoms don't mean he cheated. That just means you found
he's
condoms.
not using them with you.
No, you found condoms. He cheating.
I mean, not
What the hell he
necessar-
need condoms for? Because he ain't using them with me.
I have condoms.
He could have simply went to
sporadically.
the Herman Kiefer
The men.
to find
What
out
if he
about,
went to check
you
and
know,
see if he? What if somebody gave them to you? I mean, different situations.
Taking them
happen.
home, boo. You is not going to get caught with condoms unless your ass was cheating. It ain't happening.
And first of all, any guy who has condoms in his drawer with his lady at the house is an idiot.
Yes.
Yes, he is an idiot.
He's an idiot.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead,
cracking
go ahead.
your head
Wait,
to
hold
the
on.
white meat.
What I was saying was I'm confused at the contradiction. You just said if he cheats, he's done. But then
Yeah.
you said if you find condoms in the drawer, then you know he's cheating, but he's using them on someone else. As long as he's not bringing nothing home, that's cheating, right?
I mean, whatever. What
Yeah.
is the contradiction? What do you mean?
She's saying you said
I'm
done
contradicting
with the
my
nigga,
with
but
the
then you seem
cheating.
to endorse the fact that he had the condom.
I feel like what I don't know won't hurt me. If I have speculations of him cheating, that's not catching him red-handedly.
Condoms
So-
is caught. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
Condoms is caught.
I don't
He
think
may
so.
say that he's having sex. He having safe.
I don't think
Hold on.
catching
But he's
having
cheating.
condoms.
Hold
I
on.
think
Let's,
that it can come from any different aspect.
okay, now we have a question on the floor behind foul.
No, it's not a question. I was just, I think you got a little off track from the original question, which was, why are men more or less forgiving of
Forgiving
women?
than a woman
and vice
is.
versa.
Oh,
I
indeed,
think
yeah.
there's a big double standard that guys cheat. That's what they do. It's just what happens. And, you know, so it's not as big of a deal because, well, you should know it because guys are dogs.
So
I
I
don't
don't
think
mean to
so.
interrupt you. Now, when you say guys, that's what they do. Are you saying all guys, or you just?
No, I think
And
that's
she
what
said
she
guys
said.
are
a standard.
dogs.
I'm
Saying that's what people believe, right?
I'm not saying that's my belief at all, but I
Okay.
think in general that there's like the standard, like, oh, guys or dogs are gonna cheat, you know, and it's not emotional. Guys just want to get, you know, their kicks, they want to whatever.
Right.
Whereas with women, I think there's still, and maybe it's a little old-fashioned, but it's still like, oh, women aren't supposed to do this, and we're supposed to, you know, just stand by our man regardless. And so I think that there's a lot of that in society. And that's why guys get more upset, because I think that they kind of feel like, oh, well, you know, guys, we have needs and we have this and that. And a lot of women let that fly. You know what I'm not saying?
No
that's true of
doubt.
all men,
Double
but I-
standard.
But I think that's where it comes from.
No
That's
doubt,
all.
no doubt. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
agree.
Hold
One
on.
more.
Double standard.
Go ahead, bro.
Ray tapped on it a little bit earlier. Most of the time when guys cheat, I ain't talking about for every man. Most of the time when guys have sex with somebody else, it's no feelings attached to it. Most of the time when women have sex or with somebody
It's
else,
feelings.
she's trying to get back at that man.
So how do
No,
you
hold on,
know?
hold on.
So how do
I'm
you
talking
know
right-
if it is feelings
Hold on a
attached?
second. You can't hear nothing or learn nothing, baby, if you know what I'm saying? If you got the kite
Taking too
flying
long
in
to
the air.
make the point.
You got to slow down a little bit so you can catch up. What I'm saying is that most women, and I'm not talking about they do it for, they have feelings because you are letting somebody inside of you. A man is entering you, that's why he don't really have that emotional attachment for the most part, you know what I'm saying? So when you do it, that in my experience, most women they're doing it from payback, or they was fucking with somebody who wasn't worth shit in the first place. Because if you was dealing with a real man, he wouldn't even have to cheat on you. You wouldn't have to worry about none of that, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do regardless. So if you fucking with me, you gonna understand you fucking with something real. When y'all here playing with little boys is out here cheating.
But
You
we just
understand what I'm
said
saying?
that guys cheat for
No,
physical.
but I'm asking her. I'm trying to answer that young lady. She was talking about the stigmata of, you know what I'm saying, why men cheat, or you know what I'm saying, the double standard, and why women do it. So I'm hoping I'm getting clear to you. It's not just a double standard. Men and women are different. You have to understand we are not the same. And I'm not making an excuse for like cheating. Cheating is wrong on every, you know what I'm saying, on every level, on every world. Because if you ain't man enough or woman enough to say, you know what, I want to sleep with somebody else, then you whack as hell.
I agree.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Ow.
But
right.
hold on, give him the mic back. Hold on.
Nah,
She ain't done with
No,
her.
you want to move.
She got a
I
question.
just got
Let
a
it
question.
go.
I just got a question. Okay, so you're saying that when men cheat, it don't really mean nothing to them that they hitting that ass, right? For the most part. Hold on. So how do you know when the man fucking you that is real? So that means he could be faking with me too, right? No, maybe nothing. It's an answer. But how the hell you know I didn't take more time out? So I understand what you're saying. But you could have been faking the whole damn time.
Okay, we gotta get to the next
Yeah,
question.
the next
been
question.
faking
Let's
the
We
go
gotta
whole
get to the next
time.
question.
Getting turned up in
All
here.
right, no doubt. All right,
In other words, men are
Pineapples,
fake.
the next question.
Keep it real. 100.
Pineapples.
All right, now listen.
We got
The next question.
Hey,
What-
wait, one more, real quick.
First of all, it don't even take you having sex to cheat. Women
You can have an
emotionally
emotion.
cheat on their men all the time.
Yes.
So just because a man, we're more likely to have a physical relationship with a woman, don't mean that y'all not cheating because you got your 5 or 6 boo-boos in your phone that you call and cry to and, oh, baby, or it could be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Man,
Still
that-
got that relationship.
Yeah, but
Wow.
we established that
Wow.
women
Hey,
cheat for different
wow.
reasons
Okay.
than men.
Telling the truth.
Wow.
We
Okay.
established
You
that.
dropped some
Yeah,
heads.
let's move,
Yeah.
let's
All right,
move
let's
to the
go.
next question.
Moving
The
along.
next question. What do you tell your mate when they are not hitting it right?
That goes back to the teaching.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
just
we
say
was talking
that
about that.
it's whack. Like, you know.
What do you
How
tell
do
your
you-
mate when they not hitting it right?
Yeah, how do you tell us how you say it? Say it.
Who, me? I'm gonna say, baby, listen, this is what we gonna do.
Tell
This
to
is
me.
how-
Tell
this-
to me like we
listen-
together. I
Listen,
wanna,
Carl.
Role
boo,
play.
All right, I'm
Carl,
listening. Wait, hold on.
Carl,
Yeah, this is
honey
important.
bun.
I want to know what I'm doing wrong.
Carl, stop. Lift your face up, boo. Because you're
All
not
right,
getting
I'm sitting
it.
up. I'm sitting
Now, let me tell you what you're going to do. Take your hand. Come on, put
Which
your
one?
hand
Right or
up.
left?
Put your
Right or
hand.
left?
It don't even matter.
All right.
And I want you to pretend like you got some good-ass watermelon on the 4th of July.
Hell yeah.
And you want to go in, Carl. And you want to do it delicately. And you want to use them lips and you want to spit out them seeds. But you want to taste it all in.
Damn, I want some watermelon.
Hold on.
Ain't need no sauce.
Damn.
No, you teach them. Let me tell you, the teaching aspect works.
Get her another drink. Whatever she having,
Hey,
get
but
her
it's a
another.
difference
So
from
he's
wanting to learn.
No,
Another
you just
What
be
if
like,
they
hey,
don't
baby,
learn?
put some more spit on that.
No, that's what you do. That's what men do.
Right.
That's what men do.
Because that's what I want. If you're not putting enough spit on there, then I'm gonna say, hey, baby, put some more spit on there.
What about them teeth?
Hey, watch the teeth.
So
Watch the teeth.
Hey,
Watch
say
the teeth.
so Ray. So
Did you
if
just
she,
hit her,
so
Ray?
if
Hey,
she's 75, you won't
That's
have that
not
problem.
abuse. That's just a
If
little
If she's
red
75,
tap
you
because
won't
you're
have
trying
that
to rip my
problem.
dick
Just tell her
off with
don't put
your
the teeth in. You
Okay.
be
Hold
good.
on.
This
Hey,
is
if you-
Piper.
Let's move to the next question.
Go ahead.
The next question is, it asks,
Say,
why are men or women afraid of committing?
Men are not afraid to commit.
Who had that question?
Who
Real-
asked that?
Real
Stand
men.
up right
Listen.
now.
Real men are not afraid to commit.
Oh my God.
It's about who you committing to.
Here's the
Good,
thing.
good.
Maybe they're just not into
Oh.
you.
What
If
are
he
you
doesn't want to
committing
commit to you, it probably means he doesn't want to commit to you.
We have a question on the floor.
On the floor.
I should know.
Somebody wanna
James,
respond to that?
I knew he was coming with them heavy hitters.
I just want to elaborate because Meek said something earlier about love and how love and the butterflies is not going to carry you. The commitment is what carries the relationship when you ain't got the butterflies for the other person.
Exactly.
And we've been married 9.5 years, and I still love her a great deal. And she
I gotta
loved
give you
me
a hand
too.
on that, bro.
And she loved me too, but
It ain't always butterflies, right? Exactly.
It come back to the commitment. That's when you think about doing something else, or you
Loyalty.
think about stepping out. You like, nah, because I'm committed to my commitment. Sometimes not even to her. It's like I stood before God and man
There
and
it is.
said that I was gonna keep only to her, and so I gotta do that.
But
Whether
out of
she
9
take it
years,
back-
them butterflies, they come and they go, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I see the butterflies right now.
Yeah,
Because it's
definitely.
on.
Yeah, definitely.
The commitment will bring the butterflies back.
Exactly.
And
There you
I
go.
think what it is what we're talking about is standard. And what was lost, in time is the standard. And a standard for each individual person is, what will I do? What will I want? What I want and will do for this person. And if you have a standard and you keep that and you know faithfulness and honor, all those things, then you're the type of person that can understand commitment. But if you don't understand that, you ain't gonna know what commit. You're gonna be committed to whatever you want whenever you want it.
I agree.
And you got a point there. But we grown short on time. I have a couple things I want to address. Something I want to go back to Meek. But first, I want to get our questions from our guests. What do you want to see more in the black community with relationships? What do you want to see more of? More black men standing up. Get that mic. Get the mic over there. I think that's my Maverick in the crowd. Can we get the mic over there, Fal? Yo, we'll get that mic over to you.
What do you mean when you say more
Hold
black
on,
men
hold on,
standing
hold
up?
Equal. You got something to say?
We need more. Hold on, don't. Equal, go ahead. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna bring it to you. Yes, sir.
All right. Seriously, stop watching television. Basketball Wives, Desperate
Hello.
Housewives, Wives of Atlanta, Wives of every state, all that bullshit. Seriously? That shit is not real. All those broads hate themselves but got money. That's bullshit. Bullshit. That is not life.
Do you really think women go off that? I don't know.
I don't think
woman.
every woman does that, but the women that do, they show that shit. Seriously.
Now
That shit is gay.
No doubt, no doubt. But now back to Maverick.
Hey, he kind of summed it up, but in a different way. Black men standing up and being real men. Fuck the temptation to talk about because she got a fat booty, you want to fuck her. I be want to fuck fat booties too, but I fuck your fat booty. What are we going to do? What are we going to build? If you ain't ready to build something with me, then that means you only trying to tear me down, so I'm not fucking with you. Keep your dick in your pants. Stop blaming women for all your fucking fuck-ups because you got a baby with her all of a sudden and y'all ain't getting along together. You stuck your dick in her. Nigga, keep your dick in your motherfucking pants. Get you some motherfucking sense and build on something. That's it.
No doubt, no doubt. I think we got another question over here, Phil.
And I'm gonna keep it brief because I'm gonna answer the last question too. Why are men and women afraid of commitment? Somebody that's been in a long-standing committed relationship, I can answer that question and say, cause it's hard. That's why.
That's real. That's real.
Good answer.
That's the answer. But I agree with what he said.
No doubt.
We need to really get back to keeping our families together, and we
yes,
need to be
indeed.
committed to families. If you make a baby, you got to take care of that baby, and don't run around because, man, I give an example. I always tell Ray this. I heard a guy say that he had 13 children by 9 different women, and I'm like, how on earth can you be a good dad to all of them babies? Like, how can you make 9 rounds every day and have a job and eat and sleep and take a shower? Like, you got to go to 9 places every day? Like, it's no way you can be good to all of them babies because, right, that's what, yeah, that, you could do that. You could do, if you a millionaire. But I'm like, you know, what house? You know, a 12-bedroom house, then you will never see them because you got 3 full-time jobs. But, you know, I digress from that. We need to keep our families together. We need to learn how to commit. We need to face the fact that it's hard and not be afraid of the hard work that is commitment. And I think we'll be a lot better off if we, you know, take those risks that are hard, but the reward is, you know, fruitful. Beyond belief. Yeah.
No doubt.
And can I say something with that too? I like to say it's called covering your ass. You cannot make a woman commit that isn't ready to commit. You can't make a man commit that isn't ready to commit. Yeah. So if you feel like you ain't ready to commit, then you communicate and you cover your ass. Don't use protection. I mean, use protection if you're not ready for no kids because it can happen. You can have a baby. If you're not ready for that, then use protection. If you're not ready for a relationship and you just want to fuck around, look, chick, I'm not ready for a relationship. I just want to fuck around. You'll be surprised what chick could go for it. So it's about covering your ass and knowing what you want and doing exactly what you want.
To my ladies out there in the audience, would you like to add anything to that? Oh, yeah. Let me hear it.
We got another question.
Yeah!
Facebook, these social networks.
Stay in your own motherfucking lane. If you a hoe, fuck with hoes. Do not go out there and try to fuck with somebody that is marriage material. Because you a hoe.
No
Just
doubt.
stay in your own motherfucking lane. If you broke, fuck with broke people. If you a crackhead, fuck with crackheads.
Right.
Just stay in your own fucking lane.
No
Don't
doubt,
let the
no doubt,
mystery
no doubt.
of what the other person is reel you in just because they got a nice car and a good paying job and bring 6 figures. Fuck with the people that's broke like you.
No doubt,
But what
no
if you
doubt.
a hoe and you tired of being a hoe? You like, damn, I just want a good dude.
Then you go to church.
Shout out to shout out to I'm with him.
I agree with that.
Listen. Never
You need
listen.
Jesus.
He said never stop being a hoe.
Listen, never let that part go. Just don't give it to everybody.
Right, you gotta be a hoe forever. I'm a hoe.
There's nothing
fuck
wrong
it.
with being a nasty ass freak.
Be a hoe for home.
But just be a few people's don't be everybody's nasty ass freak. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
like, it's nothing wrong with all of the crazy stuff that you might be into sexually.
Do
However,
it with your one person.
don't do it with me and my friend and my boy and my cousin, and then expect me to try and marry you. I can't do that.
Let me do a quick
can't
quick
turn a
piggyback
hoe
off
into
that
a
real
husband either.
quick.
Go ahead.
Because I think that's the whole is the vice versa issue of a man, hoes period, men, women. I think the issue is image. Remember, like I'm getting a little spiritual, but in the Bible, when David cheated with Bathsheba, it wasn't because, well, he did lust after her, but he had an image issue. He had all kind of women. He had concubines. He was straight, but it was like that one that he couldn't have. And I think that if we are insecure in ourselves, if we aren't secure, we're gonna keep looking for something to make us feel fulfilled. We go, I ain't got it yet. You got to become a secure person and be, good on your own.
No doubt. We're going to get ready to end this, but I want to say a few things. I've been mostly the moderator, and I definitely love you guys out here in the crowd. Give yourself a round of applause. Y'all came hard with questions. Don't hold back. For real. We are going to be having a part 2 to this, and it's going to definitely be hot. But what I want to say, I want to go back to a few things, something that Meek has said. And this is the reason I got this panel here, because everybody's not going to see eye to eye, and I don't want no yes people up here. I want somebody that's going to speak their mind. But to go back to why I did have a difference with what Meek said, she said that earlier that we can't live how our grandparents lived because today is today and that was the past. I have a difference with that. I think if we start establishing more family foundations and had more fathers and learn from how our grandparents, because back then in the 70s, our people was married happily, and we had foundations in the household. We knew the meaning of what daddy's role was and mommy's role was, okay? There wasn't a dictatorship in a relationship. The woman that never tried to challenge the man and tell the man how to be a man, the man that always respected his queen. I think if we had the more practices that they had back then, we would have a lot more married people out here today. Do you feel me?
Okay, can I
please? Hold on, I got to end this, okay? We also got to take care of it much better than with our children out here, okay? I agree with what Jason and Maverick said both, and my brother over here. We got to be more black men, more men, period. If we have children out here and we sitting up there, there's no reason for us to be 40-something years old and we sit on the couch all day playing Xbox, and our children are not learning and getting the tools that they need out here, okay? Because our babies is out here dying, okay? So somebody has to step the fuck up and be a man and be a leader, because we can't expect them to learn everything in school. Schools are not teaching our children how to be a man or how to be a woman. Okay, it's up to us as parents. Okay, and that's all. I ain't want to preach, but I had to get it because I'm a single parent. Okay, yesterday was my 6-year-old first father and daughter dance, and to see all the brothers come out and represent for them, it was a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And we could come out there together in unity like that, we could have less murders out here. Okay. So on that, I want to thank you. I love you all. God bless. I look forward to seeing y'all again in part 2. Val?
Yes, I want to make an announcement. We got one person that want to make a comment, but any of the questions that was not answered tonight will be in part 2. We have record of what your questions are. So while we close it out, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, panel. Thank you, TV Lounge. Thank you, everybody. DJ Equad. Nia Anisha, we're going to thank everybody that came out today. But yes, part 2 is coming, so look out for that, because your question might be answered in that next.
And also, first and foremost, let's give a big hand to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without him, none of this would be possible, okay? Second, let's give a hand, and it's a birthday to Mr. Kalu Jones, the owner of Reality 203 Radio. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys at part 2. Definitely is going to be hot. Continue, and thank you for the appreciation and support that you guys came with tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Enjoy the rest of this night here. Let's get in and enjoy the music by DJ Crowd. And let's thank King Ray. King Ray, anything from our panelists you'd like to say before we head out?
Okay. So, I'm going to try to be as brief as possible. Thank you all, first of all, for doing this and coming out. When we do this part 2, just tell everybody what you saw. Like, I know when we was promoting it this time, we spent a whole bunch of time trying to explain it to people what it was. But, so just let people know what you saw, and we're going to put out some video of what this was. One thing I do want to say to the ladies is men would be better if you wouldn't accept them if they weren't.
Amen.
If you went what? Say it again.
Men would be better if you'd stop accepting them when they're not. So, just real talk. Like, if you stop tolerating things, if you stop tolerating bullshit, then bullshit won't come around you. And on the side of my message to the men would be, if you're not ready to be committed, then say that you're not ready to be committed.
Hello.
Like myself, I'm not married, and I'm not trying to get married for a while. So when I speak to women and we start talking about that, I say, you know what? I'm not trying to be married for a while. I'm doing my thing, and if you're cool with that, then we can do that. And I think that as a man, now there was a time that I was getting married, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I let all the girls go and all that stuff. But I just wanted to say that because I've been dying to say that in front of some women. Like, if niggas ain't shit, stop fucking them and tell them I'm not fucking you because you ain't shit. And guess what? Everything that dudes do is for girls.
Jana?
Okay, I just want to say, ladies, know your self-worth. Do not settle for anything. We can sacrifice a whole lot, but happiness and love is not one of them or your body. Men, keep it 100. If you want just to ask, say that. If the women forward, they forward. If it ain't, move on to the next one. Learn to commit.
No
if you
doubt.
can't commit, move on.
Me?
I've enjoyed you guys. What, Carl? I agree with you and Ray. Know what you want. Go for what you want. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself on a pedestal. There's nothing wrong with closing your legs. There's nothing wrong with opening your legs. But if you are gonna be one to open your legs, don't expect him to say no because he don't love you. And if he doesn't, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. You got the gist of it.
Girl.
I just thank y'all for having me here. I mean, like, real talk. Like, I've been through a lot, and I actually didn't want to be up here because I didn't feel like I was in a position to speak on relationships and love. I've been scarred a lot, so I was like, well, I'm not in a point that I could do that. But I mean, maybe when you go through some stuff, that gives you the ability to offer something, So just thanks for having me. And
No doubt. We thank, and I thank everybody
We
here.
love you,
and,
Carl.
and one last thing before I shut out. People, let's continue supporting independent businesses here in Detroit. In order for everybody say that Detroit ain't shit and everything's Cromie's fault, we can't put everything on Cromie. Let's start supporting each other and start putting money back into the community so we can start bringing the neighborhoods back up to where people want to live in the city and stuff, okay? And on that note, I love you all. Give yourselves a hand.